The most popular question I get on my channel whenever I cover crypto games is, which crypto game is going to earn me the most moolah, the most money? I don't have the answer for you, but what I do is what I'm personally going ahead and farming. These are crypto games that don't take a lot of effort to go ahead and grind, and they're also crypto games that I particularly do enjoy playing. Not something I say very often. Most of these crypto games are still in heavy development. And of course, I have no guarantee that you're going to make $3 billion or $100 a day playing these crypto games. It's what I think, but of course, what I think doesn't matter, because when these tokens come out, depending on where they're at, is really depending on where your airdrop is going to land at in terms of dollar amount. So if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Let's get right into the game. So the first one is Nyan Heroes. They've got their airdrop 3 happening September 4th to September 25th. Now, I made over $1,000 playing this Nyan Heroes airdrop. I made good money playing this one. This was pretty much the game that everyone was farming back earlier this year when everybody was super hyped in crypto games. Now, do we expect to make $3,000 off of airdrop 3? No, I don't expect to make that much. But what I do know is right now there's less competition on Nyan Heroes because of less hype. And also, what I do know is I still kick ass at this game. This, of course, is going to look pretty terrible because it's on Twitter. I don't have any current up-to-date, but I was in this game before people comment, oh, but you don't even play the game. No, I was playing there. So this is the character that I recommend right now. It's like a Volt character. Whenever you go ahead and press control, you go invincible, which I think is really overpowered, to be honest with you. So they're right now invisible, goes ahead, runs into someone, and can go ahead and stun them. Of course, he doesn't actually land anyone, so unlucky. But you would go ahead and land on someone and be very OP. If you want some tips, if you press V, you do melee attacks. While you're invincible, you could do melee attacks, which is very overpowered. I also think that Prophecy, which is the assault rifle he's using right now, is the strongest weapon in the game. There's a lot of people that carry shotgun with this character, but I personally would rather just have an assault rifle. Other than this character, there are 2 other characters that I think are very strong. The first one is Atlas, which is the blue guy. He's a tank. He's got shields. He's very good for team play because, you know, of course, you put a shield up and your team just destroys everyone. He has the most health in the game, so he's the hardest to go ahead and kill. And the second one, I think if you're playing solo and your team needs it, the healer class, which is very, 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 very strong right now. It's the one that Piefly over here is playing. It's like this orange with white, is also very strong because the ultimate for this character, the Q, is pretty much a full team heal, and it puts you almost instantaneously to full HP. So if you're someone that, you know, needs to take a point and you're playing solo and you're just shooting it up, you can go ahead, slam it in there, press Q, ult, and you'll be pretty invincible for a couple seconds, which I think is very strong, but of course is a very squishy class overall. So if you get headshot with a sniper, then there's not much that I can do for you. Nyan Heroes right now, I think, is still very much in the single player mode, only because I think the matchmaking is a little broken, but hopefully it's fixed by then. If it's fixed by then I would say absolutely go with your buddies. It's going to be from September 4th to September 25th. You have to earn at least 2,000 Meow points, so you do have to play at least a little bit to go ahead and earn rewards. And this leads me to my next topic that has a little bit less to do with the games and more to do with what I think you should be farming in terms of crypto games. You should not be farming crypto games that are giving rewards to every single user that plays it, because there's this problem in crypto gaming where, you know, some of these crypto games give you a lot less tokens than you probably would have wanted. You play 80 hours of a crypto game, you get maybe like $1 worth of tokens you can't even cash out. That's a complete waste of time for a lot of people. Why even bother interacting with the ecosystem? These crypto games are mostly doing these airdrop campaigns, you know, to get hype, of course, but also to test their game. And if they're testing your game, you should be compensated in some way or another, which I think is awesome. What the crypto games you should be farming are the ones that separate most of the airdrop to the people that are top qualifiers, the people that are just absolutely slamming it. So on Nyan Heroes, for example, the people that ranked the highest go ahead and earn most of the points. 0.5% of the total supply is going ahead and being distributed. They revamped in-game missions designed to cater a variety of play styles, which I think is all right? And of course, this goes ahead and gets completed, turns into Meow tokens. Sorry, 9 tokens rather. What I think though is we're probably not going to get a crazy amount. You know, there are 9 NFTs, which I talked a little bit about on a prior video. I've covered Nyan Heroes before. But if you're someone that can rank highly, then this probably will be worth your time. It was worth a lot of people's time. So we'll see where it ends up going. And that's Nyan Heroes. The next one is Raven Quest. This one, it's not my cup of tea. I'm just going to be the first one to say it. It's an MMORPG that is very much lore driven. I actually played this yesterday, and my experience was pretty much like, I want to slam my keyboard, but this game doesn't want you to slam your keyboard. This game wants you to actually think about the things that you're doing. So it's that pixel-based game, very simple, tab targeting. It's not like you're like doing crazy skill shots or anything. So if you're someone that's not very good at video games, and like, this is like the perfect thing for you. You've got a bunch of archetypes, a bunch of classes that you can go ahead and choose. It's very like Dungeons and Dragons like, where you can go ahead and really modify your character any way you want to go ahead and do, which I think is cool. And you've got a talking dog that goes ahead and follows you. They've got a 10 million quest airdrop that's coming up. They have quite a bit of Web 2 presence. I'm not sure about Web 3, but in terms of Web 2, they do have some pretty decent presence. So if you're into MMORPGs, if you're into games that are like Raven Quest and you think that this airdrop is going to be worth it, then of course, go ahead and do the airdrop. They have very simple stuff that you have to do. Just literally play the game pretty much. And you get potentially, you know, $25,000 land NFT raffle and shiny monks, a bunch of those little monks that you're going to need to go ahead and give you even more bonuses and get even more of the little quest token. Of course, there's also referrals, which we do have a guild right now, actually. And we've got 6 people, so not a lot of people, but of course, I'll leave the link in the description if you're interested in this one. So next one is the Machines Arena. I've been grinding this one a bit. I am right now rank 1,807, so we're not the craziest, but we're definitely on there. This is one of those crypto games that, very similar to what I was saying before, they're only rewarding some of the top people in the actual play to airdrop. You have to have bought the VIP program and played at least 20 matches, so this is not 100% free, but I mean, it's practically free. It's like $2. You know, it's like $2 to get into it. It's not a lot of money. I don't know. Maybe to some people, $2 is a lot, but it's really not a lot of money. Even Coinbase gives like $2 worth of Ronin, so you're practically free. So ends of September 24th or when all of our milestones are hit. So you do have a bit of time right now. In terms of this airdrop and the amount that they're going to be giving for it, there are bonuses based on the amount of people actually playing the game. They haven't had a crazy amount of traction so far. They had a DAU of around 10,000 at one point or another. So a decent amount of the supply is going out there. Right now, you know, it's a total of 7% of the supply might go, but for now, it's 4.3% of the supply. So we'll see as more people end up playing, as you end up registering for Machines Arena, you know, this will be a bigger airdrop. This is a game right now on the Ronin network, which the Ronin network naturally has produced some of the most successful play to airdrop campaigns. They have Axie Infinity, they've got Pixels Online, they've got Aperion, and, you know, Ape Iron, depends on the way you want to go ahead and say it. I think the game, personally, it was pretty damn fun. I actually played quite a few of these games, just naturally having fun. Do I think the airdrop is going to be enormous? I don't think the airdrop is going to be anything crazy. You're paying like $20 for like VIP 4, so I'm assuming it's not going to be anything crazy, but it's definitely one of the crypto games I've enjoyed the most. For people that are going to be playing the Machines Arena and want to know a team comp, the standard team comp is not this, but it's this guy, which is Zulu, which is my favorite one. He's the DPS in the game. Outclash is playing Tesla, which is the healer in the game. Very, very, very strong. You're going to want to have at least one tank. People will either play Day, which is this guy over here. This guy over here right there, where he has like this little thing where he like blocks stuff off and it's pretty badass. He just goes in machine gunning. And also Riot, which has a pool similar to Blitzcrank in League of Legends. So that's kind of the team that I have been playing when I play with my buddies on the Machines Arena. It's not the hardest crypto game in the world to play. And for a MOBA, it does give off slight Spider Tanks vibes, but it doesn't really give the Spider Tanks vibes you think it does. So next one, Goopets. This is the most brain dead one of them all. You ever think of Pokemon? Well, you ever think of Pokemon on Telegram? That's kind of what Goopets is. So, and Tamagotchi. So Tamagotchi, Pokemon, that's kind of what we've got here. When I see this game, I see kind of like a guy that went, yeah, we've got like Goopets as an application, and it's cool. People are, you know, walking outside, touching grass and feeding their little pet and growing it every day. But if we put it on Telegram, right now there's a big Telegram hype and we put a bunch of money on it, then we're going to do well. And to be honest with you, there are a few Telegram games like Notcoin, for example, that did very well. I have no guarantee that this one's going to do well. It's a Hail Mary, but it's pretty brain dead. It's pretty easy to play. It's literally a Telegram game. And I mean, look at it. It's a very simple Telegram game. And so if you're bored on Telegram, I would say, why not play this? They're doing the first airdrop snapshot on September 2nd. So you're going to be doing weekly airdrops after that until the entire $100,000 has been distributed. So we'll see what that ends up being worth. But for now, it seems pretty promising if you're bored and you're on Telegram. The next one is Super Champs. This is one that I've been grinding a lot. Last time I think I showed it at like 3 million points. What are we at right now? We're at 7.5 million points. So we've been playing a lot of Super Champs, to say the least. I think we're top like 30. Yeah, we're number 36 on the leaderboard. So we're climbing up there right now. And so Super Champs, they have a questing platform. You know, referrals, you get extra points. Of course, click link in the description if you're going to be getting into this one. Very simple. A bunch of the supply is going out there. They've got 10 mil champ for NFT holders very specifically. This is one of those that I've aped in a couple $1,000s into. We'll see if it ends up being worth it for me personally. But you get into this game, you complete the quest every single day, you know, play with unique characters in Bullet League. They've got 2 games, which I think are actually good games. They got Racket Rampage, which is like this like Mario tennis game where you just have special abilities and you're playing tennis. And then you also have Bullet League, which is a battle royale game, which, I mean, looks pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little battle royale game. I played against a couple other creators once. Didn't have the best experience. I got second place, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'll win next time. Next game. So now I'm getting into a different category. This is the category that is like really easy. It's called clicking things. They're social campaigns. I wouldn't include it in this video because I understand some people want gameplay, but I mean, other people just want to click. And so if you're like looking for really brain dead crypto games that you really don't have to really do anything but like and repost a tweet, then you're going to like this one. This is Wilder Worlds, the Odyssey. This is their wild airdrop. It's more of a social campaign. I am assuming that at some point they're going to be doing some kind of gameplay thing. They have gone ahead and done a couple little mini competitions with their game. But for now, this is kind of what it's looking like. I, as you can see, have most of my points in W shards for the most part. And, you know, that's due to me owning a Trinity, which is a wolf, a motorcycle, as well as a car. And that gives me a Trinity, also give me a land airdrop. You could use that if you want. If you're doing it free to play, which most people will probably, it's so easy. Like, you're just liking and reposting tweets. If you're going to do that anyway and you have a Twitter, why not? like, why wouldn't you do this airdrop? So this is one of those super, super easy airdrops to go ahead and do. They also have teased a shooter. They're a metaverse project. I like their shooter. It looks super dope. Haven't been able to play it yet, so I guess I can't tell you if it's the best thing in the world, but it definitely looks very promising. Before you say, oh, but they don't have a product out there. Yes, they do. It's called Wilder Midnight in Miami. They've got Wheels Arcade, which Wheels Arcade is very exciting. It allows people to go ahead and earn wild for playing certain maps in the actual Midnight in Miami, which is on Epic Games right now. You can go ahead and play on Epic Games right now. You go ahead, race. If you're good at racing games, you're going to enjoy this one a lot. This is some footage over at I think this is Gamescom. Is this Gamescom? It might be Gamescom, but you can actually play this on racing sims, which I think is super dope. Here's some gameplay if you weren't interested in looking at the racing sims at the same time. You can go ahead and race other people. And in terms of racers in the crypto game, you know, genre, I think that right now Wilder World probably takes the cake. And that's not even counting everything else that they're going ahead and building out. It's a metaverse at the end of the day, right? They've got some cool little avatar creator stuff too. You can go ahead and check out to see exactly what they're going ahead and cooking. So the next one is, and the last one is InfiniGods. I've covered this one on the channel before. This one also is like super brain dead. They have one of the most downloaded crypto games out there right now. It's called King of Destiny. A lot of people are hyped for this one. If you actually look at their NFTs on OpenSea right now, their InfiniPass, it's an all access pass to their little universe or whatever. It's practically at all-time highs. I mean, in terms of volume, it's pretty much hitting all-time highs, which means that they have gone ahead and done what every crypto game wants, which is a pump after the airdrop has started. It's very hard to do, and yet they have managed to somehow do it. And so they're backed by Pantera Capital, raised a ton of money. They've got King of Destiny, which is a little crypto game, right? It looks very cool. You get jackpots, fight mythical monsters, battle friends, little cards, right? They've got, what, like 500,000 downloads just on Google Play. And that's not even counting, everything on the actual Apple App Store. What the actual airdrop opportunity is, before anybody says you got most of your points on referrals. No, I have not. Out of 3 million points, I've only gotten 150K there, right? This is very easy. All you're literally going to do is log in with your X and then do these very easy things. Like a tweet, retweet a tweet, leave a comment on a tweet. And then you go ahead and get coins for what's potentially going to be a really cool gaming ecosystem. And so I'm not trying to make your life hard. I don't want you to grind all day, every day. Like, if we're talking about crypto games that are high earning only makes sense if you're not spending 300,000 years playing crypto games. Another thing I've got to say is, like, some of these give you multipliers based on whether or not you're even holding NFTs in the first place. If you participated in any gaming NFT for the most part, since the inception of them being created, you get bonuses. I mean, I could scroll for practically a while. Look at all these different NFTs you can go ahead and qualify for. Yes, I am holding high chain, for everybody still asking. There's so many NFTs. So take advantage of it. If you're bag holding anything, you might as well take advantage of it. So everything's going to be linked in the description. I'll slam it all there. If you enjoyed the video, I hope this was useful for you. Until the next time, stay classy, and that's all.